this other deity level thing, we can do some more Bismara.
Yeah, you could.
That'll help our chances. Huh?
You want to play Inner Ally that thing out of existence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Use it.
I don't want to use some fifth plane of hell's devil's scroll to do something, so we'll chuck it at Besmar. Let her do it. I'm all over that. Yeah, sure. If you guys want, that'd be awesome.
God damn, I hate whoever made this map. I can't complain, though, because it wasn't Blando this time. Hashtag fuck Blando.
Or we could call on a Rory. Let Rory help.
Rory is.
Oh no, it's not a Rory. I'm
well, actually, a Rory is rivals to Asmodeus because they want the Stones of the Lawful.
Wrong character though. Should be Come on, Skulls and Shackles.
You still don't remember who your special god is?
Yeah, he's
the one
my
who gave you your super special powers?
He's my guy. We're like this, you know. We're tight.
You just can't remember his name. Yeah, got it. Understood.
I call him dude all the time. Dude, how are you, man? Yeah, dude, what's going on?
That's a legit way to conduct business. Yeah. Well, are you high enough to cast Planar Ally?
Yeah, somebody was. We've done it once already.
Right, but Planar Ally directly goes to your god, not... You can't be like, oh, great god of some other deity.
Oh, well, I'm not casting it. What's her name did it?
Yeah.
Sammy
did it, yeah.
Actually, it was Sandora Quinn, but...
Oh, Sandara? Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone's like, I know who did it, and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
We believe in Sammy.
Yeah, I put his name on
my character. I was right.
Because it still said Kalen... What's it? The drinking god.
Caden Killian?
Caden Killian, yeah. So I changed it to Angrad.
No, you gotta get drunk all the time.
Get smashed. Gotta get
hey,
drunk.
We started this game. That's what Scourge did, man.
Yeah.
He spent all his money on ale and whores.
Wait a minute, we're on the final thing, right?
He's a much improved pirate since then. He's bettered himself.
Well, let's face it, he swung from chaotic good to lawful neutral during that time, too, so...
Wait, is this the last encounter? Did we get level or not really?
No.
Wow. Finish this at level 13. Let's do this.
13.
You become 14 at the very, very end.
And immediately retire.
Yep. And immediately retire.
So sounds exactly like Pathfinder Society. Hey, great new level. See ya. Thanks for playing. Have a good one.
That's why we playing Clan Effingham as slow thing, because we have the thing with Keep Bone, where we can always get extra PP. We're going to have so many...
Okay, so we can stop the golems. The other part would stop the ship.
No, you're right.
Kill him.
It's about done.
And what was the third one?
Treasury.
Treasury.
Yep.
Oh, we got to get the crown out of the treasury.
Yep. You won't be able to run the Shackles if you don't have any money, which you don't. I mean, you owe 100,000 gold pieces to the Alkenstar Gunworks.
Just going to be bad.
Yep. And then that's nowhere... I mean, 100,000 is nothing on a national scale, so... You guys spent 50,000 building statues of Kurdak Bonefist, so... No, you didn't. You spent several hundred. But, yeah, you get the idea. Like, that's... Yeah. Like, one ship costs, like, 20,000, right? So, trying to run an entire empire of ships costs way more than that.
Yeah.
It's like those tiny Texas towns that are, like, bankrupt because they spent $1 million on a football stadium.
That sounds reasonable. So, I mean, here's the thing. There's a bunch of stuff that was supposed to happen during the campaign that you didn't do because you just kind of were too fucking good for it. And you didn't piss off a lot of people. So there's really only, like, a few things left to do. So we're gonna... Rather than do the Pathfinder thing, where we just have a bunch of small, shitty battles that last for 7 hours... I mean, we're just going to divide it down into the fights that matter, right? The dramatic moments. Because I don't feel like having a 7-hour battle with like level 3 dudes. I don't know why you'd include like CR3 people. But yeah, we're just gonna go for the good stuff. Right here at the end.
Because they might weaken us.
Yeah.
Well, some people like to throw out all their big stuff in the beginning. They're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, those guys were 7 to 10 levels below you. You just blew out your quickened fireballs and your
Yep.
blah yada yada yada." Can we prep for spells that last more than like an hour?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm gonna throw up our unseen servant, or as I call him, bartender. Give him one of those cure serious.
I will also bring up a bartender because I can do that.
And I will do a fancy schmancy echolation, which is just blind sight within 40 feet. Lasts like 3 hours. Or excuse me, 2 hours and 2.5 hours. What's the other one? Oh yeah. I do have delay poison, and I'm assuming Sammy cast that on me. But
I mean, is this the same day or this is a different day?
I don't know. I think it's the same.
I don't think so. I don't think that was that close.
All right. So I'm going to do Shield of
If
Faith.
it's a different day, I'll do a delay poison on myself.
Shield of Faith.
It takes 5 days to get back to Port Peril.
Okay.
So.
Unseen Servant. See Invisibility. Aligned Weapon. Black Blade of War.
I guess I'll do heroism. Of course, the shield other on Scourge and Aces. The divine casting shield, divine bond on thing, extended style. On Aces, stone skin, overland flight, heroism, and alertness.
Craig, if you would remind me, I have a immediate action. If you miss an attack roll, I can have you re-roll that attack roll.
Okay.
It takes one of my swift actions, and you add 2d4 to your attack roll. So you might have another, macro. Just call it like Gallant Inspiration. It's a 2nd level spell in the
Okay.
Advanced Player's Guide. I keep forgetting I have
Alright.
that. You usually hit, so we don't use it, but the times you don't, it's a nice thing to have.
Yep.
The nice thing about that one is it doesn't stop the bard songs, which is nice.
All right, you guys let me know when you're ready.
And the airwalk of Sammy. And protection field circle. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
I'll stand next to. You said Sammy's casting protection from evil.
Yep.
All right, I'll be right next to her for sure for that. I probably need to get my hit points back. This is the end.
I think that's all I can do. Shield of Faith, Unseen Servant.
That's all the stuff I
person.
can cast the last for hours. So.
Enlarged person's 30 minutes, so I could do Ironbeard, but it kind of dorks up my spell casting.
Oh yeah, before I forget, greater magic weapon on my defending thing.
Can you imagine attacking somebody with a cold iron chin beard?
Arr.
Yeah, I could.
With reach.
Yeah.
Shield of Faith, See Invisibility, and Align Weapon Lawful.
Okay.
You do have the Chaos Axe if you want to use that harbor or whatever.
Do what?
You got that axe.
His axe is so much better.
True. Human Vein is good. But I'm just putting it out there. You also
Which
have
axe? What are we talking about?
the hell.
That's a Bardiche. Yeah.
Oh,
trophy.
It's a pole arm.
She added it. So Valeria had an axiomatic bardige, which is anti-chaotic.
okay.
That's
Chaos
your
Bane.
trophy for beating the crap out of her.
I'll put it on there. I don't think I'll use it, but
Then your weapon get knocked away to you. Only if
Yeah.
I had this chaotic weapon. Wait a minute.
I threw mage armor on everyone. It doesn't help much, but sometimes just that little bit.
well, it helps touch attacks. So
Who knows if he has a ghost down there?
Okay. Someone's asking for a summary of what happened this week so far. They finished up the first combat they were in, took out Dravalia, Thrun, and Valeria in the first round before anybody got to take any important actions, and then chased down the rest of the Chilaxian Shackles fleet and captured the majority of them. So, the attack begins on Fort Hazard, and a number of ships are immediately lost to the thundering guns of Hazard's gunpowder array, which continue to fire at a fairly high rate, perhaps even faster than most ballista-based weaponry. Seems a little unusual given that most gunpowder-type weapons you've seen take a bit of a time to reload. A number of cannon golems begin detaching themselves from the shoreline and moving either to the shore or even underwater to just kind of like swim beneath ships and fire directly underneath them. And this is the part we're just narrating through. Using Barnabas Harrigan's secret plans, you know that there is a entrance to the underwater cove beneath Fort Hazard in a seaside warehouse. There's a number of guardsmen there and shopkeepers who are incredibly weak, and you easily cast them all aside because, again, I don't know why you'd base like CR 8 people when you're level 13.
I dropped Paraphernalia to make it look like the unions did it.
Yeah, of course, the unions did it. Of course. As you travel through the secret passage, you find your way into a crypt where previous Hurricane Kings have been buried. You fight your way through a number of annoying but not very special undead who, again, are all incredibly weak and just a waste of time. It's basically just like each of you being awesome. So let me ask, you're fighting Draugrs, which are those like undead zombies who try to pull people underwater. Like, what are your guys' tactics that you would use to get past these guys?
Well, my spells actually work against undead. It's one of the special things. And so I will be using Fear, which will be lasting 14 rounds, fearing a lot of them.
As they flee before the party, what do the rest of you do?
We just you see the captain.
are they actually underwater, or are they coming out onto the ship?
So this is not ship based. Like you.
Oh, this is
land
after we get
on
inside.
Fort Hazard. You
Okay.
enter into a warehouse and you go beneath it, and you're running through tunnels.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
You see,
I'll just
Siegfried
continue to
doing
just AoE and cleave like a maniac. So
fierce and cleaving. It's like-
Knowing that we have much, much tougher fights ahead of us, I
yeah.
stand back. I like try to use spells, but judging from what happened in our last fight, Scourge and everyone else just kills them way too quickly, and Marcus is just like,
I used to be the main
no.
DPS.
Well, these guys you can probably kill them with a acid splash, just doing your zeros.
Acid splash. Acid splash. Frog,
Cantrips.
frog.
Well, if you're
We're
an
laughing
evocation
now.
mage, you have those D6 force attacks. So
Yeah, you see
use
us
those up.
laughing now, but we're like, until we get to last battle, it's like, oh crap.
I've been to that point, man. If you ever done a battle interactive in Living Greyhawk, good lord, end of the night, you're like, I'll throw a rock, I'll shoot my crossbow. You're 12th level. It's
Tapped
like,
out, man.
That's what I got.
Oh my god. That's why I love
right.
playing Mystic the Years. People are like, oh, you don't get high level spells, but I never run out of spells.
After you fight your way past the undead, you run into a cluster of female alchemists, all of whom just kind of surrender without a fight.
Hmm.
What do you do?
You guys got anything special that might go?
Make sure they don't backstab us. Attacks from behind.
Okay. How do you accomplish that?
Oh, like how we did it. Basically, you see.
I mean, this is literally the scene. Like, the leader
Yeah.
of the alchemist steps forward and is just like, "We're not fighting you."
Okay.
Do
Who's
you
got a
have any
good sense
potions
motive?
or explosives or anything like that that we can make use of?
So when you say that, they all look at each other and they're like, "We have things like that, but we're not going to give it to you."
I'm going to charm person the leader,
Okay.
Oh,
and then say, "You will give it to us."
wow.
You're sure you
will.
want to do this?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
She fails, and noticing that you just cast a spell on her, the rest of them don't listen to her and start an attack, throwing lots and lots of bombs at you. So
Really?
here we go.
Roll initiative.
Easily avoided combat. Someone surrenders. You're like, how can I turn this into a combat encounter?
Into an actual fight.
You,
All
you
right.
see Mistral.
Stuff.
You see my character about to bring out his
They
business
surrendered.
card. I'm about to
Really?
give him the business card. Hey, you want to be? What the hell?
All right. You can array yourselves however you want in this room during the talky talk portion.
I see Bone Fist.
I don't know. Oh, that's right. We're on the wrong map. There you go.
Do we know where they're at?
I'm picking them out now.
Cool. All right. Really? I mean, we could have just walked on by. Oh, nice. I like the gauntlet.
So you're going to need to alt place yourselves because not only does this map not fit, but as you can see, one of the tiles is too small. The one right next to
Nice.
Sammy, the
Yeah.
whole row of them is wrong.
It's off. Wow.
Which destroyed the entire
The whole
entire
map is
fucking
now
map. Yep.
completely wrecked. Yeah. Nice. Good job, man. That's awesome. Is there more than one?
Yes, there are 4.
Okay.
And one of them is charmed. You can pick which one you would like to have charmed, Laris.
The
pretty one.
leader, whoever the leader was.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like saying, you can pick which one is the leader.
Okay. The closest one to Sifrig is going to be the leader.
There are
Assuming-
many close to Sifrik. In fact, they are all equally close.
And they're
Oh,
all
this
within
one.
reach.
All right.
Sure, that one.
All right. And you charmed her. And what are you asking her to do?
It was simply, you will aid us. That's. I didn't realize this was going to trigger a combat situation. So.
I didn't realize making people do stuff against their will would be creepy to everyone
Well-
else standing in the area.
How is charm person ever going to work then, right? Like,
You're supposed
if
to
you
give
walk
this-
up
Yeah,
to
charm
anybody-
person is great in a one-on-one situation, but
See, and I was going to use suggestion, but I'm going to.
Jesus, like
What you
you
have
guys
to
not
do
think
is you have
this
to use.
through? Mass
you need a-
suggestion would work great. Mass
Now,
suggestion.
if I charm person, I could silent still spell that, and they'll never know.
Exactly. I was going to say silent still
silence
is
and
what you
still
need.
spell. You can still spellcraft it.
How?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's the same way that you can detect an SLA being cast,
Yeah.
No,
right.
fair enough.
because those are cast silent and stilled.
No, fair enough.
It's magic, bro.
Magic.
No, I'll
You
give it
guys
to
are literally like, okay, when those guys die, I get another attack on that woman over there. Magic.
magic.
Well,
Well, I'm not arguing it. That's why I'm like, yeah, I get
Will?
it. Magic.
Let's roll initiative, and we'll figure out what she gives you when you ask her for aid. I can tell you the other ones will be giving you a giant pile of bombs.
This might be short.
Who are we missing? Maelstrom, Marcus, Laris, Scourge didn't get added.
Oh, I must have clicked off my token. Sorry.
All right, Scourge, you're acting first.
Uh,
They're all shifting uncomfortably and getting ready to start launching bombs at Laris, who is
I'm
the
20
obvious aggressor.
Oh, we're underground.
Yep.
So it's 25. Okay. I missed that. I'll just start off a Great Cleave on that one right there.
Okay.
They're in cleaving formation.
Oh, and they're humans too, so at least I
Starting
assume
on
they
the
are.
leftmost one?
The second one from the left, so I've got more people adjacent to her.
Okay.
So 28 to hit for 34 damage and 2d6 Bane. Ignore the Sonic. So
Okay.
43.
Yep.
And the one next to her. 39 to hit for 27 and 5, so 32 damage.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Oh no, I hit, so I still get another attack to someone. As long as I'm hitting, I'm still cleaving, right?
Yep.
So then I hit the one on the far right.
Doesn't have to be adjacent to the target that you...
Oh, yeah.
So you could hit the charmed one.
I could hit the charmed one.
It would immediately drop them out of charm.
Attacking their friends will drop them out of charm too, won't it?
That's right. Charm person. Any act that threatens the charm person breaks a spell.
Somebody's gonna fireball them anyway.
Can't do a fireball in here.
If
Are
you
you
know your
crazy?
friend so well.
All right, I
What
will
kind of
end with
sorcerer
that.
do you think I am?
I'll just end with that. Kind of a weak round, but okay.
It's just like 70-some points of damage. It's a weak round.
Obviously, what I need to do is just have all of my enemies wear necklaces of fireballs, and then you would all be screwed.
Yeah.
All it would take is just one explosion on the behalf of Marcus that they fail a save on, and the whole room ignites. It'd be like a small nuclear. So the thing about Ring of Fire, Necklace of Fireballs is when you fail a save, the item takes damage, and if the item takes enough damage to explode, all of the fireballs on it also explode.
Worst magic item
So
ever.
you could easily deal 60 d6 to somebody by blowing their fireball ring up.
Yep.
All right, Maelstrom, what do you want to do?
Okay, what's the terrain looking like? Is there anything explosive around here, or other than that?
The entire room is almost completely empty. It seems to just be like a receiving chamber. There's no like giant piles of powder kegs around.
Well, you see me go do my visibility trick real quick. You see me ninja all the way over here. You see me release a dragon breath.
Okay.
I guess reflex say DC.
Okay, they can all see you, by the way.
Oh, they can see a visibility.
Yep.
Well, I tried. Love it. I got one more trick. If they're following me, I can Hellcat stealth.
What's the DC on your Dragon's Breath?
Okay, 20.
Okay, they all save.
Okay. Fair enough. Let me see. 1 plus 3. So that'll be that. I'm going to choose cold. And I'm going to try a Hellcat stealth after that. It's like, you're looking at me. Hide.
Okay.
Okay. Is that right? This is at -10, so 40.
Yeah, they can't match that. Anyway.
See me blend into the light.
They're gonna take
Sammy
26.
casts.
And Which dragon breath are you using?
The Kona Cold. The cold one.
Okay, can you... I'm interested how you can do that without hitting your own team.
Well, it's a cone going this way. Let me see, measuring.
This is new. Are you doing
this
it?
way and this way.
Is that within 30 feet of Marcus? Nope. Okay, yeah, alright.
So are you a dragon or something?
No, it's a spell called Dragon Breath.
Dragon's Breath is a
Oh,
spell.
dragon breath. Okay, I thought you were like some.
Unless you use a Dragon's Breath weapon.
Yeah, really good. It's from the I think November.
No, I know the spell. I just for some reason I thought you might have been like picking up some archetypes or something.
Oh no, it's wizard stuff.
Okay.
You see, put my icon of stealth, and you see Sammy go behind the Scourge and start playing the drums of war.
Alright, Marcus, what do you want to do? What's the save?
Oh, it's just SR test automatically added in
Yeah,
there.
but what's the save?
Oh, details level 3, so that would put it at 20.
20? Okay.
Yep.
They all save.
Wow.
Yep. So
That
they take
is,
half.
yep, save for half.
And this is electricity?
Yep.
Alright. They take no damage.
Oh.
Alright, Laris.
Wah, wah, wah.
Are these humans?
They are.
Interesting. I will just put a wall of blindness through them. DC is going to be
Can you show me how you're going to draw that wall?
sure. I'm not going to do it through my allies, but
Yeah. That's why I want to know what it looks like.
sure. Draw freehand. Okay. And yep, that looks good. Wow. I was like picking out my shapes and stuff. It looks like it's drawn pretty well. Wow. It moved.
Oh, what's the save?
The save is 15, 16, or 16 plus 8 is 24. Fortitude.
Oh, it's fortitude? Wow, they got a lot higher than that.
Can I say
Last
that?
two do not save. Okay.
And then I'm going to throw a sound burst in there for BC 17, 16.
Yep. Everyone but the last one makes it.
24 DC. And for 20 damage. Swift action, I will do. Let's just do Inspire Courage on everyone.
And that's the +6/+6 attack and damage?
Yeah, plus the
Okay.
D6 Sonic.
Right, okay.
So let's see here. It's using an alchemical extract to provoke.
Is it already pulled out?
It's drinking, right? Yeah, they don't have a concentration marker. So yeah, what happens is the 3 that can act step forward and all pull out extracts and then blow an enormous wave of flame over Sifri, Glaris, and Sammy.
Does that provoke?
No.
Okay.
So I need all 3 of you to make reflex saves. versus Dragon's Breath.
I meant that.
Are they evil?
But a coincidence.
Yes.
Oh, I feel so much better about this combat then.
Okay,
Oh,
first one.
how many saves, Arthur?
3.
Wow, they just.
Wow, that's some monstrous saves right there, Sammy.
Sammy's just gonna eat all of this. It's like yum 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 yum.
And Laris needs to make them as well. Okay, so Sammy is gonna take a lot.
Yes.
Sammy takes 107 points of fire damage,
Wow.
I'm probably taking a shitload too.
and Scourge is gonna take half on 2. So Scourge takes 6 plus 15, 16, and 17? No, that can't be right. 19. Scourge takes 71. And Laris, you're gonna take the full damage. Nope, wait.
60,
Nope, you take 71 as well, Laris.
71, wow.
How y'all
That was
doing?
distinctly unpleasant.
So even
Sammy
though they were
down.
they
I'm
were
fine.
stunned and blinded, they were able to do that.
Only one of them was stunned.
Oh, okay.
The one that has the stun marker on was stunned. And the blinded ones can still do AoE effect because they don't have to aim it at a specific
Yep.
target.
Which we've done before.
And that one goes down. And it's her last gasp attack. Okay. So, Laris. Wait, no. Sifreek. Alright, Sifreek. That's how it goes down. They, like, step up and unleash a massive flame wave that pushes you, Laris, and Sammy back against the wall.
Wow.
In response to your obvious spellcasting and then brutal assault. What do you want to do?
If I can't 5 foot anywhere that's going to get me to reach all of them. So
Right
I
here.
will. But then this one comes out of reach. But then again, that one's not really a threat, is it?
Yep. She's like they're paralyzed, dropped with all her stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do it with the brass knuckles from here.
Okay.
So I'll start off with a full attack on the blind one right there.
Okay.
And we'll hope I get some iteratives off of that. So we'll see.
Only you had a shit ton of levels in polearm fighter like Valeria.
Hmm.
You could attack people right next to you with your...
What?
Well, that's your AC.
I wanted? Yeah, good. Just in case you need to know what my AC is, we're all over it.
For all those touch attacks, I'm going to be dropping on you with the bomb throwers, right?
Yep.
Oh wait a minute.
And this is with the breach weapon, so I get the +2 for human and the +2
I thought you
d6.
said you were doing it with brass knuckles.
This
Oh, yeah.
well, I'm starting with. Oh no, I did say that. I'm sorry. Let me re-roll the whole damn thing because I
I
screwed.
mean, you don't
I
have
did
to
say.
re-roll it. I mean,
All right, so I got.
which one are you doing? Like,
Yeah, you're right. I did say I was doing the brass knuckles on this one, but I was thinking the other guy. So so that guy right there. The attacks are all the same.
so it goes down on the
It's-
second hit.
Okay.
You get
It's
a
good.
cleaving finish.
So I get a cleave finish on somebody. I will. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it on the blind one, since I got reach on that and I can use the axe.
Okay.
So we'll do that, and that's a thing.
Yeah, taken out of context, that is pretty bad.
Hey Scourge, how much damage did you take?
I wish that was a crit. 115 damage on the crit. So 31 for 39,
Yep.
42 and 2d6 bane. 11 more.
Okay, you get another cleaving finish.
All right. This will just be the gauntlet instead of the axe, because that one's too close. I mean, the brass knuckles instead of the axe. That one's too close. I haven't even raged yet. This is all non-raging. Oh, sad.
Yep. She's dead too.
Oh, wait a minute. Yo,
Wow.
Craig, how much damage did you take?
73.
Okay, you only took half of that. Shield other.
Oh, she had shield other up. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, she's fine because she has fire resistance. So each time it took off the peg. So
That could have been worse. So that means I took 36 and you take 37.
Well, I take 5 off each one because of,
Yeah, and it was 3 attacks, so.
And she took 5 off the other one, which was nice. She took a hurting, but she's still up.
All right, let's move on.
Well, let Sammy heal up real quick.
You tell me when you're ready to go.
Okay.
I'll need some healing too, because that hurt.
Okay.
See, and this is why we could just walk through all the lower level ones, because Scourge would just go Dynasty Warrior on them.
That was the lower level one you were supposed to just walk through.
Oh, wait a minute.
Literally surrendered, and you
know
were like,
that
give
too
us
many
your
guys.
stuff or die.
Stirs.
I never said give us your stuff or die. I said, yeah.
Instead, you were like, let me use some creepy magic to change your mind. I'm sure you won't care afterwards, after I've stolen all of your stuff.
Okay, the last
Well,
one was-
now they're dead.
Hello, pirates.
And what do they have for remaining stuff?
Oh, now you want to loot their bodies too?
Exactly.
You
The pirate.
monster.
Alchemical stuff? Hell yeah.
So 20, 30. Anybody else need some healing?
I do. I'm still going to be about 10 down.
Okay.
So I'm full.
I'll do one more channel. Why not?
That'll fill me up.
Yeah, because I need to be filled up. You see the magical healing super effect on her. You see me like, hey, they have a they have a formula book. Wait a minute, that only works one way.
Can't.
Damn it!
Yep. Wrong direction,
Alchemy,
buddy.
not spells, dude.
And I say, I will never cast Charm Person ever again. Obviously, it's ineffective.
Wildly ineffective.
It's super effective if you're one-on-one. Other than that,
You have some way to sneak it by.
you need to get in that real deep enchantment shit where people don't even know that they're being affected by it.
I was going to take the Feat Spell Song, which you can actually transform the spells into a performance. And I was like, oh, I'll never use that. It's like, oh yeah, that would have been fantastic.
Potions of invisibility. All right.
So what's the plan?
All right, we'll move on. Do we have any idea which way we're going?
Yep.
Okay.
So as you continue forward throughout the facility, you find your way under the crossbows of a sniper's nest of, again, all female elves. And they're like, hey, all right, listen, we're supposed to just let you pass, okay?
Really? Okay,
Someone
well,
told you to
sure.
let us pass?
Who told you to let us pass, though? Because I'm a little curious.
So they look at each other and they're just like, orders are orders.
Okay, well, all right. Suppose so.
Can you tell us who gave the orders?
We can if we charm them.
So
If
when
only
you
someone
say
had
that,
sworn off using
when you
this
say
stuff.
that, the leader of the sniper's crossbow team is just like, listen, you're not my type.
Ah,
It's an inside joke, but I was definitely joking.
Or was she?
So, what's the plan? Are you going to
Okay.
stay here and continue to ask some questions? You going to
No,
charm them? Or
no.
you gonna...
Well, if they're not going to shoot at us, we'll move on.
Okay.
My keen and highly tuned
Oh, yeah,
senses indicate that
Scourge,
we
you're fully
may
healed.
be walking into a trap.
So, saying that, you do walk into a shit ton of traps, but Maelstrom has like plus. It's a 25 DC to spot all these amazingly well hidden traps, so Maelstrom easily finds them.
These things are either ridiculously tough or just, guys. What were you thinking? Easy.
Yeah. Is Scourge really going in that hurt? Not that I'm judging, but...
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
think
full
he'll-
healed. I'm sorry.
Okay. You come across a long, dank... really dank? It's put myself back together real quick. A long, dank tunnel opens into a wider cave with echoes of dripping water and far-off surf low in the distance. The tunnel ends in a beach bordering a wide expanse of dark water. A wooden pier extends into the water, the tide lapping at the barnacle-encrusted pilings.
Cool tunnel, bro.
Oh, bro. So I assume that this is where his ship is.
So, can everyone make a perception check real quick?
I can roll one. I don't know if I can make
Add a
one.
+2 for heroism.
Okay, Aces, can you make a Knowledge Arcana check?
I should do it. Knowledge. Add +2 this. No, actually +4.
Okay.
37.
You are the only one who recognizes that in between what appear to be a number of bloody whale bones, there is a motionless skeleton that appears to be a bloody bronze dragon skeleton emitting a crackle of electricity hidden in with those whale bones on the bottom of the water.
I say, hey, it's one of those things. Bloody skeleton, electricity, dragon.
Okay, you're saying that out loud?
I say it on
Yeah.
our whisper network.
Okay, alright. I need everyone to roll initiative.
In common, please.
For the guy that can't contribute to the Whisper Network.
As you begin
Just-
saying that, the bones form into a dragon and begin rising from the sea level, heading directly towards you, Maelstrom. Oh, he
It's
rolled
coming
super
for me.
good.
Oh. Rolled so bad.
Oh, wow, this is going poorly for you guys.
Oh
It's
man.
coming for me.
Is
thought
this
I rolled good.
undead?
Yes. It's a giant skeleton.
It's not a construct. Okay.
Okay, it flies forward under the water using its winged flight and arrives with this range and then attacks Maelstrom. Actually, I think it just... Oh, it doesn't have a breath weapon because it's undead. Alright, I need everyone to make a reflex save versus electricity as its simple presence in the area begins filling the air with an electrical field.
27 for me. Is it
And then
evil?
It's going to attack Maelstrom.
Yeah, for Sammy. Yeah.
Nailing those rolls.
Ooh. Okay.
It's just no way.
Holy crap, Arthur.
Yep.
Bite attack.
I have a feeling we're about to make up for...
All right, Maelstrom, you're going to take
Those
33
previous
points of
effects.
damage.
Okay.
And anyone that did not make a 22 reflex takes 3 points of electrical damage.
Question: what happens first, stone skin or shield other?
I would suspect that shield other would happen first, right? It divides the amount of damage you take first,
Okay, fair
and
enough.
then you stone skin down when you're actually Taking. So you are all within range of all of this dragon's many claws, tails, wings, and bites. Laris, what do you want to do?
I can sense the dragon. So.
Well, it's a good thing that you guys didn't get surprise rounded by this guy, or it would have been really bad.
So I'm gonna say in Draconic, help us defeat our enemies. And this time I will use Charm Monster on Undead.
Okay.
So wonderful when you have an abilities to affect undead.
Are you combat casting that?
Yes, yeah.
That's going to be
Sure.
super tough. Oh, apparently it's only level 3. Okay, not going to be very tough at all. You make it automatically. Alright. So,
Did we just get a new pet?
it precedes your words and actions in the most favorable way. And it gets a +5 bonus on its saving throw, because it is
What?
being threatened by you.
We haven't attacked it.
By who?
I mean, it's being threatened. Okay, so let me ask. When this happens, is your first reaction, I guess we shouldn't attack it, or is your first reaction, I'm going to...
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say
Okay.
to the party in
Oh, yeah.
common. I'm gonna try to charm this dragon.
Yeah, we're obviously geared up for wrecking.
We're looking for our.
Basically means none of us have acted yet, and we haven't had a chance
Right, but
No.
it's not like you're not going to. None of you are like, I guess we should negotiate.
Hey, Laris, how
Yeah,
are
I'm gonna say I'm gonna try to make.
You know
this...
what? You know what? I'll take your ruling there. Fine. It doesn't get its +5. It does not currently feel threatened by you. In fact, it may never feel threatened by you. And it is charmed to Laris.
Wow.
Let's be clear here. It only perceives Laris as an ally.
Yep.
What is it you want this creature to do?
Well, how close are we to our goal here with distance?
Well, I see a ship.
Your goal is the ship in the southeast corner.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I don't, because I can't see anything past
Yeah.
60 feet. So
So I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask for aid and say, wreck that ship.
Okay, you immediately lose control of the monster.
his summon,
Oh, no.
his creator is over there.
Yeah, as you tell it, it looks at you strangely and goes, "My only purpose in existing is to protect the Hurricane King. I will not go against him." And your enchantment falls off.
I didn't say go against him. I said
Wreck
Wreck
the ship.
Destroy
ship.
his ship that he's currently on.
You can leave them intact.
Oh well.
This is literally
We're
the
walking
only
that
thing he
line.
exists for is
walking
to stand here. If you had done anything besides be like, go over there and mess with that, you probably would have been fine. Maelstrom.
You see, Master.
I have more abilities than just.
Sorry. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, give him the like squinty evil eye. Say, I did not endanger you. Surprised you are not heeding my order.
I must do what I am bound to do. My soul is connected to the crown.
Oh,
Fair enough.
it's too bad.
Yeah, I can never die. It kind of sucks.
Okay.
We'll see what we can do about that after.
You seem like you have a really good skeletal structure. Do you mind if I borrow one of your femurs?
Pick my teeth with.
Dialogue. So good.
I'm just going to sound burst it and then inspire courage.
Okay. You can deal damage to it, but it's immune to anything that requires a fort save.
It
So
doesn't affect objects.
Okay. And
Yeah,
Charm
add that
Monster has
clause,
just been fantastic.
okay.
All right, 12 damage, and everyone else gets +5 or 6 to attack and damage.
Yeah,
and
I love how
Okay.
you keep like edge casing Charm Person and Charm Monster into like the one thing you can't do. You even had him alone. There's no one else around. No one to be like, "Hey, buddy, are you charmed?"
Well, there, there was no reason I should believe.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't come with a user manual that's like, "Yeah, I'm bound to the Hurricane King. I literally cannot attack him." All right, Maelstrom. What do you want to
Okay.
do?
What do I know about his sensory with that roll? Or
Okay. You know that he has fast healing, and that if he is destroyed without using positive energy, he'll just regenerate and come back tomorrow.
I'm talking about like what can he see, like sensories, like.
He still has dragon sense, so he can
Ah.
see everything
Oh, then I can't stealth for
within
the
30 feet. Yeah, you can't stealth him.
Okay, I'm like, Time to 5-foot shift back a little bit.
Still within range of everything.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
got 20-foot reach, man.
you see me like
Got
thinking,
30-foot reach.
Wow.
okay, time to live a little bit dangerous. I'm gonna try dimension door defensively out of here. Because I know that thing want a piece of me and just go down the hallway and just sit there like,
Okay.
guys, I'm okay. Okay, let me see.
Roll range stuff.
3 intelligence stat. So 13 plus that's plus 19 plus the belt. My target is 8 plus 15, so 23s. Made it.
Okay,
You see me, like-
where are you teleporting to?
I'm like down the hallway within sight. I can still see the battle.
Yeah, hallway curves as soon as you're around.
Am I out of? Okay, then I'm around the corner of the thing, like kind of peeking, like,
Okay.
don't hurt me.
All right.
And you see Sammy just beating her drums. Combo, like dun 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 dun. Like
Alright.
boss battle.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Sifrig.
I will 5 foot to make room for everybody to back up behind me, and I'll just full attack it.
Okay.
It is a dragon, so I'll rage, and I get +4 from guidance on my rage on the first attack. I'm gonna do this as 2 separates because it matters, but it's a full attack.
Come on, crit.
Those don't look
41
like
to
your
hit
thing.
for 36.
Okay.
And it doesn't have it. The iterative is going to be the bottom one off of this one. 20 to hit
No. Oh wait, actually, yes.
for 41 damage.
Okay. All right. It can't be affected by rules for abilities, so
Fair enough.
slow. It can't take ability damage.
Yeah, no, it's undead.
Okay.
I didn't even activate it. No.
All right. Marcus.
Okay. So, knowing more about this creature would be a knowledge arcana?
Yes.
I start shouting out, it could do this, 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 and this.
It's an undead dragon electrical bloody skeleton thing, but you don't know that much about this specific blend of templates.
It's a lot of templates.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to make a religion check. Oh, well.
I will mirror image up.
Can you cast that without
Should be able
without
to.
a concentration check?
13.
Yeah,
plus
there's no-
6.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think we established his is so high he's first little spell you can't fail.
I mean, Solaris kind of made it angry, but Sifrig's the only person that's actually attacking it so far. What's her AC?
Bring it. Make sure I put on for raging. Yes. So my AC is currently 24.
It is going to hit with everything but one wing strike.
Wow.
Man, this is going to take a while to describe all the horrible things it's doing to you. Okay, so it pulls itself up onto the shore next to you, and like takes a bite out of Sifrig, and then like slams both of its hands down on the area before you, and just like roars in your face, and then does the like slap where it uses its enormous claws to just trap you between it, and then both its wings come out, and the wings like hit you in the face over and over again until it finally tail sweeps you and deposits you in place. You take... Wow, that's a fucking horrible set of rolls. Oh, did I forget a 20 in there? It doesn't look like I forgot the 20.
There's a 20 in the middle there.
There is a 20. Seems like that's super low.
2d6.
Yeah. It rolled 46. It definitely didn't roll the dice.
Well, you have a 15 all by itself with nothing around it, and then you have a 20 at the bottom with nothing
there's
around
no
it.
way it rolled everything. Let me see if I
You're-
can fix the formula.
You got 2d6.
Yeah, it might have broken after that point. Yep, that looks more correct. 108
Jiminy.
points of damage.
Okay.
See, it gets
I
split in
take-
half.
54.
All right,
Sandy,
Laris.
like, it hurts.
I've been training for it my whole life. Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be an undead dragon.
Wing buffet, tail slap. Yeah.
Double claw bite. Yep.
Double claw bite. At least it
All
doesn't
right.
have that stupid buffet thing.
Glad it doesn't have a breath weapon at this level.
Wow.
That's the main thing I was worried about, was a freaking breath weapon.
So I'm going to cast I always have a hard time
Cacophonous?
pronouncing. Cacophonous Call on it. I will combat cast. I just can't roll a 1.
What does Cacophonous Call do again?
Well, it's a will save. It nauseates it, but it works versus
can't-
undead.
Can't be nauseated.
Yeah.
Oh, it can't.
Yeah,
Even
Yeah,
though
undead
my special
can't be
abilities.
nauseated.
Undead,
This is
yeah.
a will save. This is not a fort
Right,
save.
but they literally cannot be nauseated.
Well, if he has
Undead are
ability-
immune to the nauseated condition.
Yeah,
Well-
don't you need intestines to be able, and a stomach to be nauseated?
Well, that's
The
that's the
is-
thing. The thing is, it's a will save.
Right, but it's not that it's immune to making this save. It would have to make a will save. It's simply immune to nauseation. Period.
Got it. All right. Well,
I'm just saying, normally it's immune to mind effects, but
Yes, it would normally be immune to mind affecting, but as a Dirge Bard, he can affect undead creatures with enchantment spells. But that doesn't allow him to bypass the fact that undead cannot, like, immunity to fortitude saves, immunity to ability damage. They cannot be death effect, disease, paralysis, poison, stunning, all that.
I got it. I'll just do a slow effect on it.
Okay, that can happen. It looks like that's probably going to go through.
Actually, if it's a 19, 8 plus 8. Is it 8 plus 3? Yeah, 21. Yep. Hey guys, where did Aces go? He's always disappearing on us. It's almost like he has a active cowardice in battle. Where did he go?
Jesus.
It's almost like he's self-preservation goes ahead of the crew members. But he does come up and clean up when our body parts are laid estrewed, so can't fault him for that.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I'll just.
Everyone needs an Undertaker.
Yep. That's Aces. I'll collect your
You
blood
guys
for
see
you.
what Rika said. Osteoporosis spell.
So
Yeah, that's nothing.
anything else from Laris?
I mean, I'll throw another sound burst and then
Okay.
continue the Inspire Courage.
Roll for damage.
Yep.
And then Maelstrom's up.
Is that what that whole diatribe was? Inspiring courage?
You see Mitchell's like, hey, I can hear that. My feelings. Does this thing have any specific immunities like elemental or resistance I would know about? Or
Your Arcana was nowhere near high enough.
I rolled a natural 20. Oh,
This
did
is a unique. What?
Did I roll a natural 20? I can't remember.
No, you definitely did not roll a natural
No.
20.
I feel like I did.
No.
I feel right here.
You
You got a
barely beat the
21, dude.
DC
No,
to
I got-
identify it.
Well, it was a 20 perception, my bad.
Yeah.
I know I got a natural 20 somewhere. Okay, I'm going to obviously think, probably not cold, not that. I'm going to hit it with a fire snake.
Okay.
Like, I think I'm going to make it come all the way over here and then wrap over my teammate and hit the thing.
Okay.
I guess reflex save of 21 if fire affects it.
Yep, it's good.
Okay, let me see. And I have the drums beating right now to give it extra boost.
So it takes 26, 7.
Oh, I have one more point for my ability, so 28. Forgot about that.
Okay. Anything else?
You see Sammy takes a move action to keep the performance going. 5-foot shifts and standard action channels to heal the group.
Okay.
You see Minstrel's like, I'm not a coward. I'm just a rogue. There's a difference. Okay,
All right, Scourge, what do you want to do?
31 to heal, baby.
Full attack. Go for
All
broke.
right.
I don't really have anything special for solo characters. Just beat
Don't forget to add
down.
your hit points back.
So I need Marcus, Scourge, Sammy, and Laris to all make reflex saves.
Okay. What's the reflex save for?
I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay, reflex save. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Scourge, you're gonna take 17. Sammy's gonna take 57 points of damage. And Marcus and Laris are gonna take 38.
what?
As you destroy this creature, it explodes outwardly in an enormous ball of electricity, connecting all of you together like.
Okay, so.
And then its bones fall back down to the ocean floor.
So you said 58.
You said
right?
38.
Everyone took 38 except for Scourge, and
Oh, because I take extra.
So
you
have
take half of his. Yeah.
Sammy channel
Minus-
real quick, so that this thing doesn't come back.
I channel real quick. Well, won't you want that thing? When you're a pirate lord?
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's a good defender, right?
Yeah.
Are
I
you
would-
okay with leaving a undead creature in eternal torment?
No, actually, I'm not. I would rather destroy it. I was just thinking, I can't leave that thing like that. Yeah, ask Sammy if she'll channel and destroy it, so
Okay,
it can't
but-
heal.
Excellent.
put
I could use the healing anyway,
I
cause
am glad to see that you are playing to your supposed alignment.
yeah, no, I I was chaotic, but I really have shifted so far to neutral. I mean, to lawful that it doesn't make any sense now. So, yeah. Although I don't think I've gone past neutral, lawful neutral yet. So.
Okay. Yeah. No. You've done some evil things in your time, but this convinces me that perhaps you're less evil than some of your opponents might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talking down a giant thing that's like you're supposed to destroy us. Let's just be friends and talk it out. Seems pretty good. Just saying.
Well, you just
So-
destroyed 300 years of tradition.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Leaving some poor schlob out here to suffer forever in agony. No, not really.
All right. Let me know when you're ready to move to the next encounter.
Oh, 21 and 24, so I'm full again. Oh, and I'm actually rage hit points 2.
That was actually a really good roll on the additional HP there.
Nice, yeah. All right, so Scourge will just walk across the water, I guess.
Okay.
Air walks
We're
by.
we gonna go around the curve? Do we see anything in this building here in front of us? Can we see into?
I asked someone to carry me because I'm not only a non-swimmer, but have no means to travel.
Yeah,
See, let me
Scourge
help
will
you,
just-
Laris. After all those horrible things you said about me.
Scourge will just.
Oh,
sit on his shoulder.
I throw 6 seconds of shade at you, and it's not all horrible. I'm just making an
Yeah. I'll just set her,
observation of fact. That's all.
Scourge will just set her on his shoulder and trudge across.
Frankly, I'm surprised you kiss your mother with that mouth. Wow, somebody's been playing way too much Pokemon if you already have a Mew. Holy shit. Didn't that just come out like today?
It did. My friend told me about it.
Alright, so if everybody can make it across, you continue to walk your way through a bunch of pirate... Okay, you don't have to move your tokens because you're canceling all my movement.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
People just keep moving. There we go. You make your way through a number of pirates who, again, basically refuse to fight you, simply saying that they're under orders not to, and that's when you come across the door, the last door before you can make it onto the ship. Now, of course, you could just bypass this door and go directly to the ship if you wanted to.
Again, my highly trained and well-developed senses tell me that we could possibly be walking into a trap.
Yeah, let's
Does your
let's
highly
not go
developed
through.
senses, does that encompass paranoia? Or is that just...
I mean, let's face it. If we don't have to go through the building, we can always come back and look at it later, right?
It could very well be paranoia, but you have to remember, Laris, paranoia keeps you alive.
And when you say that, the doors are flung open,
Oh,
and an old enemy finally presents himself.
Bum, bum,
The
bum.
man known only as Sadok Goldtooth.
It was you the entire time.
He's actually not
Who are
even
you?
wielding that gun. He's wielding an enormous pistol that has 2 barrels, each with 6 barrels.
I'm seeing 6 barrels there.
Right. But he's got a double shot, which means it's like a double wide. I know it doesn't make sense.
I didn't make the story, man.
So I'm guessing he's supposed to be someone
You can
important.
fire 2 of those barrels with 1 pull of the trigger. Yes, it's weird.
Is it- Is he full
Oh,
orc?
and it,
half
sorry.
orc?
He is half orc.
Wow, he's very green for a half orc.
So racist.
I'm a half orc too.
So racist.
I'm chocolate color
Who
wow.
is this guy?
Worst
Sadok
initiative
Goldtooth.
ever.
He's before your time.
before your time. It's like, well.
So yeah, he pops the door open and starts just screaming the word Scourge over and over again.
Whatever.
Maelstrom, what do you want to do?
You see,
Just
Drag
screaming
him forward
Scourge
so I can
over
reach
and
him.
over.
Move him
See?
forward so I can reach him.
You see me moving forward. I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to vampiric touch him.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Touch attack. Does that hit? Or does he have some like cool, awesome ability that's like denied? First,
Nope, that'll hit.
11,
He has a shit ton of DR though, so.
17. Well, good thing this is magical damage. Do I get my sneak?
Yes. Does he get a save of any kind?
Nope, I just have to touch him.
Hey.
And that's from thing, and here's my sneak attack. So 53 points of damage.
Right. Does not seem to be very injured by this. Laris.
You see Sammy start.
Yawns.
You see
Yes.
Sam start beating the drums.
All right. Trying to think what I want to do first. Let's see if we can make some saving throws first. So I will say, oh man, I'm horrible at corny jokes. So I'll just be like, "You're looking mighty green today. Did you eat too much vegetables?"
Racist.
Yeah, just horrible, hideous
Specious.
laughter joke. So it's a will save 19.
Yep. So let's see here. He's got that. This
we
is
are
a
the same race.
enchantment effect.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, his wheel isn't very good, but he gets a +9 versus enchantments.
What?
Yup. Fucking
Thanks.
wrecks it. 28.
Yeah, I mean, if you're rolling.
Okay, so you're trying to tell some bad jokes, and he's just like, "That's not very funny."
You suck at your profession.
Yeah. So,
Jesus, +9. Holy fuck.
yeah, that's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, barbarians get Indomitable Will at level 14, and then he already has a bunch of anti-spellcaster stuff from being a barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is not going to work, but I'll do a sound burst.
Okay. So he has a +22 to that.
Yeah. Don't roll one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get your good rolls out of the way. So here's a little damage.
Yeah, but he's using a pistol. He doesn't need very good rolls.
Yeah,
He
no.
just needs to hit touch. Yeah, 25.
Damage, and I will do Inspire Courage on the group, and then be like, "Help! He's immune to my shit."
So yes, this is the guy that they put the kick me sign on.
Yes, he is.
He is gonna 5-foot step back, and he's gonna start unloading these pistols
They put a
on
kick
Scourge by
on it?
firing all 6 barrels at once.
Damn.
he have cover?
What is your touch AC, Scourge?
Do you have cover from me?
No,
Okay.
you're enormous.
You get +1 for shield other.
Yeah, that's about it. He hits with everything.
Wow.
And he might be completely.
Dude.
No, but he is gonna fucking wreck you on the second one. Wow.
Dude,
Yeah,
sorry.
well, I have to believe in the dice here because it's 2d8 7 times plus it's 2d8 6 times and then an extra 3, so it's 9 times. So 18d8 plus.
You have +4 to your armor.
18.
Yeah. If that'll negate any of those.
No.
No. No, not hardly.
He hits you for 104 points of damage as he's just like kadoosh, 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 kadoosh.
You're
Right.
just like eating half of it.
And then he like throws the pistol away in slow motion and quick draws a falchion and sets himself into a raging stance. It looks like he's getting ready to run at you.
So I'll take 52 of that.
And what does it take to activate this power? It's this weird barbarian power that lets him be an extra big dick.
Come and get me. That sounds like the one. That's
I think it might
there-
be come and get me.
That's the best barbarian high level one I can think
I don't
of.
know what it takes to activate it though. Free action. Okay, yep. So he activates come and get me. It gives you a +4 to attack and damage rolls against him, but every attack of opportunity gives him an AOO. I mean, every attack gives him an AOO.
The only one that's as good as that one is probably the superstitious one that gives you the save thing, or the eater of magic thingy.
He already has superstitious +5.
What the hell?
Yep.
It's like they optimized the hell out of this barbarian.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good at what he does. So yeah, I mean, there's just like a huge cloud of gun smoke coming from around this pistol, as he just does the what do you call it? Fanning? Is that what it's called? Fan the hammer?
Yeah, fanning.
Yeah, he just fans the hammer at Scourge, tosses it away, and then is like, "Come and get me!" Marcus, what do you want to do?
It's your time to
So
shine,
Marcus
man.
sees him just goes fires off 6 shots, and he's like, "Wait, I can do that." Hellfire Ray.
You're sure?
Your soul is going down
We've
the
done this
tubes,
before.
man.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna tap into the power of hell. You know what? Is Hellfire Ray the one that's only one beam?
Let me.
I
Where
thought
is it?
that was one of those multi-beam ones. Blah blah blah.
It is, but like only half of it counts as fire.
Yeah, it's
It's-
just one beam. Any creature killed by the spell must make a will saving throw. Okay, that's pretty nasty. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. There's no save on it, which means it sucks because he would be amazing at making saves. And he just takes 35.
Could you add?
And I think you might get an extra 5 on this. Let me read "Come and Get Me" and see if it applies to just weapon attacks. Although technically Array is a weapon.
Yeah, did you add your
you
plus
get
6?
+4 against damage rolls. Yep. So you're gonna get 39 points of damage on him.
Could you add your +6 from Inspire Courage?
That's
And
an
then
I
his
did not.
DR kicks in, so bringing it back down.
So +6 and +4, so that's up to 45. And then his DR
-6, and he gets 4 back. He's
Yeah.
looking a little wounded now, but it's clear that he's got a lot going on in the health department.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else? I don't know if you took Quicken Meta Magic or something, and you're gonna be like, I also cast Fireball.
Not that type of meta magic.
Ah, I see. One of the lesser metas then. All right, Scourge. What do you want to do?
Unfortunately, he got just far enough away that I can't full attack him. Dang it.
Hashtag blame Maelstrom.
There's two.
Can't you take a 5-foot step in full attack?
No, if I 5 foot, he's 20 foot away.
Yeah, that's what a reach weapon does.
Oh, it's 20 feet
Yes.
for
Yep.
large? I thought it was 15.
Nope.
Okay.
It's 15 to 20.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, you
then I
threaten
will.
a wide area.
I will 5 foot to there and full attack him.
I love his fucking. God damn, his combat block. He waits for his enemies to come to him. And all you guys are like, range, reach.
I went through.
Reach
Fucking
range.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, like as a sorcerer, like I'm really gonna want to get up and close and personal with this guy.
There
Yeah.
are a couple really cool melee sorcerer builds using transmutation. Have you looked at the one that lets you transform into a dragon?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's like part of the dragon or whatever. Pretty fucking cool. I like being a dragon and then casting a bunch of fire spells while flying around as a dragon, just being like, I'm a real dragon.
All right, Attack 1 is a 35.
Yep.
for 53.
Okay. Still alive.
He is half orc, which means he's half human, which means you
Yeah.
have human vein.
We're adding the Bane in.
Yeah, I got the Bane in there.
Oh, okay. My bad.
All right.
Attack 2 is 33 for 37, and I don't see
This
the
icon
sign
just
for the
disappeared.
Bane for some reason.
Tell me how you kill him.
Scourge is just very. Oh yeah, he's already raging, so yeah, he's frothing at the mouth and runs up and just beats him down with the axe just over and over and over till there's not much left of him.
And we loot his body.
Well, I'll tell you what he doesn't have.
Guns.
Doesn't have
The
a
spell
gun.
book.
Okay. All right.
Up to the Hurricane King
So
tonight.
just skipping past all of the repetitive shitty fights that would just waste our time, it turns out we will be ending this campaign tonight.
Really?
Yeah. So when you reach the Filthy Lucre, there's a number of crewmen on deck who just move out of your way. And one of them, a bard, gives Laris kind of a lecherous glare and is like, "Well, hello, Laris. I've heard a lot about you. Been reading all these pamphlets about your deals at the Alkenstar Gunworks. The name's Sweet Lips. Maybe you've heard of me."
The agreement
Marcus
was,
literally laughs out loud at that.
the agreement was recently struck, and I am very excited about this new campaign. I think it will serve Varizia very well. You said your name's Sweet Lips, or is he calling her?
No, his name is actually Sweet Lips. That's
Okay.
his pirate name.
Wow. Really?
So she's like gives another wink and says, "I hope you live up to your nickname or your pirate name."
So he's just like doffs his hat and is like, "Perhaps you'd like a duet later.
Absolutely.
I can arrange for a private session."
You see me cough like you see me cough like triplets. I try it. Maybe.
Still here.
Oh,
Maybe.
Sammy, would you like to join us in our?
Oh hells yeah!
I'm assuming Sweet Lips has no problem with a threesome.
He does not. Wow, I feel like this is like the worst D&D session I've ever seen, where everyone's like, "I go to the bar, there are women there. I try to seduce them. I roll a d20." So after all of the flirting ends, Sweet Lips, whose actual name is unsurprisingly pretty horrible, Kyrian Vorthine, directs you below decks to where the
The
Hurricane
image
King
is
is
shattered.
waiting in his cabin. And so Bonefist Kurdak is sitting, looking happier than you've ever seen him. He's always been like super salty and screaming at someone or drinking heavily. He's just having like a nice steak dinner with a woman some of you have seen before. The very first visit to Port Peril, when you met Sadak Goldtooth, there was a consort with him, like a prostitute he'd been hiring out. She is still with him almost a year later.
Wow.
And he just gestures to the table and says, Scourge, I see you're finally here. You want to sit down? Can't get this kind of beef just anywhere. I have to import the cows all the way from Goka.
Wow, looks amazing.
Yeah, cows are much more rare than they used to be.
You thanks to us.
Nice internal logic to that game reference. Yep.
By the way, you see me wearing gold tooth like
Oh.
jacket and his cloak of resistance. Like a
Okay,
badass
so yeah, when you
outfit.
come in, yeah, Bonefist nods towards you. Ace is just like, finally someone killed him.
Guy's a pissant. You annoyed me.
So,
So yeah,
the
that's
thing
amazing.
is-
You must have a fantastic chef. Looks awesome.
Oh, actually, I make it myself.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So
Here's the deal. So, I've kind of gotten bored in the last few years, and guys like Sadak were with me in the beginning, and, he, with just a little lad, and his dad served with me, and he keeps trying to make me this really badass guy that I'm not anymore. I just don't feel like I want to be Hurricane King anymore.
Oh,
But he's
that's a
always like, no, he's the greatest king ever. And so he keeps telling you the story that is the same as the story from 310 to Yuma. If you've ever seen that, where it's just like, yeah, this guy is the greatest badass ever. And it's just like, okay, crazy guy who works in my crew, I'm the greatest badass ever. And he's like, someone save me. Someone kill this guy.
help.
Anyway, so here's the deal, Scourge. You're going to need to sign some paperwork, and I'm going to need your ship. You can take this one.
Okay. Easy enough.
I'm sorry. What the hell just happened?
He became Pirate Lord.
So
became
yeah,
tired.
he like pats his consort on the back, and she transforms into a 12-foot tall, half woman, half serpent creature. And he's like, when I first met Hypatia, I knew from the instant I looked upon her that I loved her. Not just because she was trying to steal all my money or was consistently casting enchantment magic on me to force me to love her, but because she didn't know I had permanent truth seeing on, and so I knew what she looked like the whole time. And could see everything she was trying to do to me. And then one day, she fell in love with me too, and she just like puts hands on his shoulders, just like nods, and she's crying.
Wow.
That day was almost 2 years ago. And since then, she hasn't had to use any enchantment magic on me. There was never any need to. I love her from the instant I set eyes on her giant, snaky body.
You see
That's
Aces
amazing.
just start
That's
crying. You see the tears
That's an
coming
awesome
out.
story.
Maybe Cutthroat God would love me like that one day.
Maybe someday you can actually put down that pistol.
I look over to Aces and I'm like, oh, nut up. You
Why
forget
won't
this
she
is the person
return
that
my love?
almost single-handedly delivered the shackles to the Chiliacs, tried to have Scourge killed.
So he's just like, wait, I never tried to have Scourge killed. Ever.
So who did?
Huh.
Because somebody's been hard at it.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess we still
Sounds
have.
like you're going to have a lot of problems.
Let me
This
see.
is
Yeah, well,
still-
you
I
know.
would watch your back. That bitch Fairwind's probably going to assassinate you in a few years. That's kind of how things work around here.
I do
You have
assist-
no idea how many times her mother and her have tried to kill me.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Yep.
Happens
Yeah.
to the best of them.
I know.
Okay.
So,
You'll have to share with
What
me
is
where
happening
you get your
right now?
beef from.
listen. All right. I'll explain it to you. I'm tired of ruling this terrible country. No one wants me here. I just don't feel like being a pirate anymore. I'm probably just going to get like a hat of disguise or something. You know, I have like several $1 million. So I can afford to buy my own island somewhere and pretend to be somebody else with my awesome girlfriend and just live there. I've got another dose of Sun Orchid Elixir, so I can basically reverse a couple 100 years of my life. And then I can probably buy some more in the future. And if I need to, I can just roll out with a pirate ship and steal some more Sun Orchid Elixir and just live forever, basically. I'm not really worried about it. I just, you need some variety. After almost 40 years of ruling this place,
Yeah.
it's really exhausting
I
mentally.
understand that.
Plus, I'm already super rich.
Yes.
Sounds like you need a vacation from your problems.
Yeah, I figure 10, 20 years. I probably won't be back here. Maybe I'll just try to, like, get elected in Andor or Gaul or someplace, democratic election, and then when someone like Tessa Fairwind comes after me there, I'll just have them executed for corruption or something. That's a thing other countries do, kill people for corruption. Here it was just,
Really? How did they get anything done? That's insane.
yeah, so weird.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
Well, I'm glad this went well. I hope you enjoy your
Yeah, it
retirement.
really
Stop
makes
back.
absolutely... So he looks into the camera, he says, it really makes absolutely no sense for us to fight. I mean, I don't dislike you, and you did everything I wanted you to do.
Yeah, well, nothing like being led around by the nose, but that's all right. I can live with it.
All right, all I need you to do is sign a couple papers.
What is
and then
happening
give me
right
the
now?
deed to your ship.
Can I do a linguistics check on the papers?
Yes.
Okay.
Marcus is literally losing his mind. Like, what the fuck is
He's
going
like,
on?
Marcus just loses
I've
his
made
shit.
6 deals with the devil just to get where I'm at, and now you're taking a vacation with your girlfriend?
Okay, this paperwork
Hello?
transfers ownership of the filthy lucre to Scourge. It also officially changes his name within the Shackles from Sifrig to Scourge, and a number of other things. What's interesting in the last one, the last paper, it declares that Scourge is no longer a member of the Saltbeard clan. And the reasoning is that as a leader of a dwarven clan who has given his fealty to the dwarven kings, that would place the Shackles directly underneath control of the Five King Mountains.
I
And
point this
so-
out, this Siegfried. Like, if you do this, this happens. This happens. So, I'm sorry, no salt beards.
Yeah, Riga, I don't think we're going to wind up there. That probably was that Riga was talking about the Jade Regent.
Yeah,
Obnoxious guy.
Mongolia, yeah.
That had to be one of the most uncomfortable, squirmy RPG sessions
Yes,
that I have ever been in. That
I
was
was in the
just
crowd, and I was
so
like,
awkward.
What the?
That was
This is why I'm trying to
horrible.
step away from Pathfinder, because sometimes their writing is brilliant, and other times it's like,
Terrible.
Yeah,
why would
that-
this even happen? It doesn't
Why
make
would
sense.
yeah? Why would you do that? Why would anybody do that? That's horrible.
Why would you troll your players like that after they spend good money on your books?
Well, to be fair, it didn't end with a contract signing. It ended with our epic battle with
Sadok Goldtooth.
Sadok, who like went down like a ton of bricks. So.
Well, to be fair, he had
Yeah.
193 hit points and survived almost an entire round versus a high-level party.
Yeah. Sneak
Yeah.
attack, magic, high level.
The good
sword
thing
stuff.
was he was almost completely invulnerable to the saber die crap. You know,
Yep.
it just piles and piles and piles of damage, which is what we do.
Barbarians,
That's
man.
the way
That's
we've
what
done
you
this
do.
entire campaign is just mountains of damage, no finesse, no planning, no, just massive, massive damage, and hope we outsurvive them, outlast them. Well, that was fun.
So that's it. That's
That's
the
it.
end.
So that's it. Thanks, Arthur.
Scourge, you're taking the Hurricane King's crown?
Unless somebody else is just dying to take it, sure.
I don't mind taking it.
I have no idea what the
You can
hell
keep-
just happened.
you can keep your Salt Clan, dog.
No, I think they're better off without me.
So Marcus was expecting Phantom Menace to end in Duel of the Fates, but instead it ended in the Senate scene.
Mhm.
Do
I
at
feel
least
like
get-
there's so much about life that comes back to Phantom Menace. Like,
Craig, do I at least get to be your second command and wear the awesome coat of Philip Gotthuth and have all the guns on my side? Do I at least get that, Craig?
Sure.
Yes! Second in
We can
command
all
with
take
Shaq.
turns being second in command. How's that?
You know what? I'm okay with that.
I
I
mean,
keep
you
the
can
jacket.
just make all your friends pirate lords now, so they can have their own islands and their own
Yeah.
fleets.
Well, I figured that went with the crown, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
we can slaughter all the pirate lords that didn't originally side with us.
Yeah, you could. That would
Oh,
be
yeah, there's-
insane. But yeah,
Well, unfortunately, you have a lawful pirate king, so
I mean, Marcus, if you want to start wearing an SS on your collar, that's something you could do, bud. But
I
Can
do
you
want to
imagine?
challenge I want to go back to the werewolf guy and take his offer of becoming a werewolf and just be
oh,
like,
you want to go to Jesus? What is his name? We haven't even talked
Oh.
about him in like an entire book.
I can't remember. Yeah.
well, he talked to him last week because he,
Oh yeah, you had to give up the sword.
yeah.
I want to rebuild a theater and make it
Of
like
course you do.
make it a grand place of.
And I look for deep
Arts.
Mgungi magic if I could chose my inner wolf. If I can be like a werewolf caster, arcane trickster.
Avamar Sornash, that's who it is.
Sornash, yeah.
Is that cool, Arthur?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just this aftermath. It's like I become a werewolf, like assassin guy. It's like,
I mean, you guys are still going to be hunted for the rest of your life by Norgorbian assassins, probably led by Merker. You remember that halfling assassin that tried to kill you a bunch of times and you failed
That
to
we've been
find
trying to hunt down for like
constantly?
Yeah.
I feel like
And
the
not
rest
doing
of
a
your
very good-
lives are
Remember
basically
that-
going to be dodging him and his crew.
Remember
You
that
mean-
whole thing
you mean
about
killing
us
his
not having
crew?
any finesse?
Killing his assassins and then taking their loot and like, oh, that's nice. He keeps sending us nice things on bodies and corpses.
We'll see. We'll see.
So Laris has the theater rebuilt.
That's the
I feel
plan.
You could build a whole new theater in Port
He can
Peril.
No, wait a minute. He can make his island theater themed.
Yeah, you could just build an island that is a theater.
Well, I was just picturing the theater getting really rebuilt, making it even bigger and grander. And several months go by, and it's the wonder of the Shackles and everything. And then late one night, you hear screams off in the distance, and there are flames. And you see
There's
nailed
a
to
shadow
one of the
war
pillars.
begin between Marcus and Laris to prove who's the better spellcaster.
Nailed to one of the pillars is a pamphlet for the
Arthur, I pasted the link for Scourge in there because some people were asking about.
All right, I'll include
The
that
build.
in the YouTube VODs.
Yeah. So that anybody that's really.
Oh, let's put the cameras back on.
Yeah.
Got a couple of minutes
Cameras.
left here. Let's talk about how we like this campaign, or didn't like it, or best and worst parts.
The worst part, hands down, was the god awful guy murdering the slaves, and that was just hideous. I can't imagine why anybody would do that.
Guy murdering
Would
the
write that into a
slaves.
game. And
Copycat
second, that when I found out this entire thing was some guy, masturbating his character. I mean,
That was Jade Regent. That's Jade Regent. That's
Oh
James
no, that's
Jacobs.
what, you're right. You're right.
Yep,
You're right.
that's
I'm sorry.
James Jacobs,
Jade
the
Regent.
creative
Wrong.
editor of Paizo, wrote the entire adventure path about his own character, Ameko
Wrong.
Kaijitsu.
Wrong campaign. You're right. So yeah, that's disgusting. But
Let's
anyway,
talk
yeah,
about Skulls and Shackles.
the
Don't
scene
worry,
with the-
we'll have time to slam Jade Regent soon enough.
I like fleet combat, even though it didn't go well. It's better than most of the third party, combats in
Yeah.
Pathfinder. It just didn't go our way. Some of the combats were either like really easy or really hard. It was like, granted, in high tier combat, it's really hard to get that balance, but overall, I enjoyed the story, watching it from the beginning. It was definitely entertaining. Scourge, I was Team Scourge from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was like, Scourge has to live, and I made sure my character kept Scourge alive.
honestly can't believe he lived all the way to the end because I mean, every single combat, he's the one out there throwing himself out in the front, getting the hell beat out of him, and I mean, let's face it, barbarians aren't exactly known for their longevity, but
If they're built right, like
Actually, I feel like barbarians are known for their longevity.
yeah, if they're built right. I was like,
That's
wow.
kind of the point. But yeah, most people do use barbarians as suicide cannons, I guess. Pathfinder is really brutal on melee characters. Absolutely horrible. They do not get anywhere near enough health to compensate for the danger.
They don't.
It seems to me, at least everything that I've seen in the combat here so far, it's either, it's just either you're taking 0 damage at all or you're taking just psychotic amounts. There doesn't really
Right.
seem to be much of an
Yeah.
even balance.
yeah, and there was so much save or die. Literally, you walk into the combat and you either die in the first round or it's over before the second round ends.
Versus-
I mean, that's a Pathfinder thing at high level, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's high level play in pretty much any of the 20 D20 type systems that I've ever played.
Yeah.
But it's exactly the opposite of Warhammer. High level play in Warhammer, it's almost impossible to get killed.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we've thrown ridiculous crap at some of our high level characters, and it's just almost impossible to die. But anyway, yeah. What about you guys? What do y'all think was highlights?
Highlight wheel.
Highlights for me are definitely when we were kind of messing with each other a little bit, like
When we were assholes was my
We
favorite
were
part of the
assholes to
game.
each other. Well, it was amusing, and some of it set like serious tones and everything. But when we were directly, not directly complimentary to each other, some really good story came out of that.
I like the dialogue we had. We had a lot of good dialogue.
Yeah.
But Scourge, we're gonna die together, aren't we?
Probably.
Or Adam's like, "Don't burn the theater." Marcus is like,
Yeah, the whole theater.
Or you can't
arc
kill
was
ugly,
fun.
or ugly don't die, or something like that.
Yeah, we're too ugly to die.
Yeah. No, I really appreciated Marcus's attempt to like approach my character about like faith and stuff that he's because he was raised in that heathen city.
Entire country. Whole country.
Well, I wanted
sorry.
to lean on that a little bit more because, like that moment when Laris is like, "Well, should I turn? Should I not?" If there was a little bit more development there, that would have probably ended up having a lot more impact.
and then she gave the killing blow to the thing. It's like, how many ballistas on here? Really? You just see the scene when Magneto just lifts a
was
bunch of
hilarious.
weapons up and just whoosh.
I was really trying to bring out her neutral side, throughout her little small existence. Just basically like, not always be like, blast the bad guys, but try to see it from their point of view.
Yeah, that was really heartbreaking with the dragon, man. When you were like, attack the ship, I was like, oh.
It's all good. It's all good. I was thinking of like inanimate object, like attack the ship, but if I didn't know.
Blood bones must serve the Hurricane King.
Not anymore. He's free.
More.
That's a shame. I wanted a new pet.
I
Well,
mean,
at
you could
this
just
level,
go
you can
find
pretty
some of
much-
those dragons that betrayed you and
Yeah, I was gonna
raise
say
them
this
using
much.
necromancy. I mean, you're evil already, so I guess, I'm sure you could just get a few soul contracts. No big
What's a
deal.
little necromancy among friends?
I do appreciate like I mean my favorite scene was it really was the theater scene, not because of like burning the theater down, but it's basically playing on our conscience. Be like, do you guys, here's the basic straightforward mission. Go in, kill, these thespians, and your goal is met. And we're like trying to do all these different strategizing and like, okay, should we do this? Should we do that? Should we,
And it turned out to be like the one time in the entire campaign where we should have just gone in, killed it.
Which was why it's my favorite part. It's like, we were really trying to step up, beyond the, just go there, kill it, and then sure, yeah, would we have succeeded in the mission module? Absolutely, but the point is like our characters were taking on this additional role, trying to be peacemakers and negotiating, a compromise.
So you told me, Adam, you're trying to see
we
the
were successful.
softest side of Scourge. The softest side of Scourge.
I know. Like we should have had like a maybe a better like Bone Thugs and Piracy type of name instead of Raging Dolphin. That's my only regret.
I remember that was
We,
originally Arthur talking about dolphins being the horriblest creature ever, and they were like, you know what, Raging Dolphin.
I want to point out, not only are dolphins the most horrible creature in this and every world, but also in Shadowrun. There's a type of dolphin called storm dolphins that are magically awakened dolphins that can shoot electricity through their mouths
What the
and
hell?
prefer to eat only the blood of humans.
Wow.
Yep, it's a thing.
They apparently escape their pen and kill a shit ton of people when they get out of a zoo in one of the missions. They're just like, storm dolphins, still assholes.
Plus, without the Raging Dolphin, we wouldn't have cool fan art like this.
Oh man!
I
well,
love
we
the
can't
fan
see
art.
your background, unfortunately, because your camera doesn't work. But we know what you
Oh, your
mean.
camera's
We've
off.
seen that.
Your
Like-
camera's off.
Yeah, we've seen that fan art for 15 weeks. We
Yeah.
know what
Camera
it's
icon.
like.
Hell, I'm tickled to death that that we're able to finish this and that it ended well. So this was a ton of fun, and I really truly enjoyed playing with you guys. This was really a ton of fun.
Is that better? Did it come back on?
There you
Yep.
go. Yeah, you're good to go. And yeah, and like Riga said, the left turn with Oracle was like, what the hell do I do now? You know, how do I rogue barbarian? Oh, I'm a cleric. Wait, what?
Yeah, you shift a lot of classes, sir. Then again, I
Yeah,
shift my
you
class.
definitely flipped through a bunch of classes.
Yeah, yeah. He
What?
started off with Rogue 2 Barbarian and Rogue 2 Fighter 2 Barbarian 4 or 5, and then two Oracle and Rage Prophet the rest of the way up, which actually worked out real well. I enjoyed the Rage Prophet. Didn't use it much. The one time where I had to cast a heal spell, it kept me alive long enough to make it through the end of the round. So.
Sammy just goes as like walks off as like my work is done. And she becomes a pirate lord and
Yeah, but
devote
this
a church to Callistia, the softer side of Callistia.
Heretic.
Yes. We kill him with kindness here. None of that
So-
revenge.
So does
Marcus
Marcus?
does not kill with kindness.
I assume Marcus has to start some sort of holy war with his father.
That's
Yeah.
probably what he would
Religion
say.
is real, Dad. I've died a bunch of times. These weird creatures that keep following me around.
See, now I can't use that though because you specifically stated that Marcus didn't remember what
Yeah,
happened
that's true.
straight beyond.
He started
So,
having
I wanted
flashbacks
to be able to
and
use that a lot more, but I couldn't.
You knew you were dead and you came back. Yeah. You may
So-
not remember the horrible bone creatures chasing you around, but you definitely remember being dead and then not being dead.
You see Aces just walk by. Oh yeah, let me help you with that. Pokes him like in the perfect nerve of blood magic. It's like he remembers everything. Oh yeah.
That's not it. That's not how blood magic works.
Apparently
So-
I use it for good.
AP, what was your kind of final thoughts, favorites, dislikes?
My dislike is that it's a saying you're supposed to fight Bonefist at the end, but the reasons are incredibly fucking stupid. It's like, oh yes, we have this defense plan. It actually makes perfect sense. You're supposed to defend each port independently. That's exactly what all the pirates do, you know. And if you try to like bring everybody forward, then the devils just teleport and rip every town apart, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense to have one small fleet go out and fight them, and a bunch of other fleets like stay in place.
There's some
And that's
things.
exactly what happened. So why is he upset? He's also super angsty the whole time. He's just like, God damn, I just want to retire.
I'm too
I'm
old
like-
for this shit.
I'm like 2 years from retirement, but when you live forever, that's like a day. So
Fair enough.
yeah, it's
I
just
like the
so
ending.
weird.
It was interesting. It was better than like, let's have this epic
That was my
battle.
worst. I think that like there are some terrible moments in this campaign, and there's some fucking great ones. I think the race was probably the best one.
I like that. Really
When Scourge was just like, I don't even need to roll anymore. I succeed on everything, and then every fight we have, we win instantly because we're
Remember-
awesome and we're the best.
Hey, remember when that race? I used blood magic to help.
Yeah,
Well, again, I was getting so many bonuses from everybody else, you know, between Adam's buffs with the skill checks and everybody's assists and all that crap. I was getting, I think it's plus 12 just from the rest of the team. It's kind of hard to fail when you get that, you know.
You know, it's team best work, teamwork. The
Yep.
Cyclops things were ridiculous, though. I was like, damn.
Oh, that was rough. That's one of the worst fights I've ever been in anywhere. That was insane.
you don't like auto confirming crits on the
Mhm.
opening round.
God darn.
I think my failed joke in email was like, oh, they would just totally been like using those as like pickup lines in a tavern or like something like, man, my job sucks. I'm just gonna roll, nat 20 this job and go home for the rest of the day, and like, nope, they saved it for the kill.
What's interesting is that they weren't using like 4 times crit weapons like size, which would have
Yeah,
really maximized
that
their
would've been-
efficiency.
Yeah. By party wipe. They were only using ×3 crit weapons, and we had one guy drug all our bodies back to town. Yeah.
I walked away that day as a scared rogue. I was like,
Thank goodness
I'm
for
so-
bags of holding at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, so there was a lot of growth in this campaign, like for me as a GM, for me as like a streamer. About halfway through, we got overlays, which really improved people's ability to figure out what the fuck was going on and really neatened the area up. Started adding music, but like the first sessions, I definitely would have run them totally differently, and I definitely would have clued everyone into the fact that, you know, they were basically going to be slaves, and was everyone comfortable with that? And
Mm-hmm.
you know, that whole it's like the shittiest intro ever, where they're like, all right, you lose all your equipment and you're stuck on a pirate ship alone, and you have to fight your way out, and that's the entire first book. Everyone hates you, no one likes you, you have no equipment, and you have to do the worst jobs possible. And then they ask you what jobs you like, just to make sure they give you not that job.
I have to say, I GM'd this twice. Technically, the first book, my local group did horrible because they kept getting butthurt about everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I told them from the point, it's going to be crappy. Work through it, and they just couldn't do it. My Wednesday group, they actually made it to level 5 because they made friends with everybody, made friends with the officers. They made ridiculous because they kept helping each other, and everybody took points for diplomacy, which was amazing.
Yeah.
They was like over leveled by the end. It's like you barely make it to 4, maybe. They was in 5 because they did everything
Wow.
right. It's like, oh, you take this person to be friends. I'll make this person my friend. You do this guy my friend.
Yeah. If there was a chance to do something wrong, we did it.
Yep.
Pretty
You
much.
guys rolled horrible on your diplomacies,
We did
except for
so
Lorraine.
bad.
Only
Yeah.
one person died. That was in the thing, like the whole jumping in the brick thing. That's a really hard fight to get out of.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made friends with everybody. It's like, I'm about to attack you. Quick diplomacy. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I like you. Really
Diplomacy
digging it.
shield.
I'm down with diplomacy shield. Yeah, so I would have run things differently. I definitely would not have included ship combat or any of the bonus stuff that they try to have you do for this campaign. Like, all of the systems they tack on, no one really enjoyed it, either from players or audience side.
It seems to me with something like that, it could have been decent had there been, but it's something that would have taken a lot of planning to make it seem interesting and feel interesting for people to to watch and be able to relate to.
Well, I think we're at
But
the
other
end
than that,
here, unless
ship
anybody's
combat
got
was
some
bad.
other thoughts.
It was great, Arthur. You did a good job, man.
No, you guys did the good job.
You just need to give me my loot. Stop trying to throw my loot away, man.
I'm throwing your loot away right now.
No.
Control Alt Delete, bitch.
Yeah, wow. I do have control of that loot sheet, don't I? I could just delete it. Yeah.
It doesn't matter at this point.
We
I
don't
can't
need
even
loot,
make heads
man.
or
We got
tails
a
of that
whole-
loot sheet at this point, anyways.
we don't
Well,
need loot. We got
I'm
a
just
whole-
like, fuck it. I'm just never gonna buy any gear, and I'll just work it in as a character
You
attribute.
actually got a lot richer in the last book. It's like all this money that we were like struggling for.
I-
We have like 22 plunder. I got like a bunch of crap that I can sell now. I actually took some of the stuff off the loot list. I kept asking people, "Hey, y'all want this? I'm giving it to my sidekick." Hey, y'all want this? Give it to
I
my
like the
sidekick.
systems that use vague ideas for loot a little better, you know? Like, if you're this kind of character, you can just have these sort of things, and you only have specialty items now and then.
I can't lie, I do like the subsystem in Hell's Rebel just because it's a team building thing. Like you're making an organization to do a rebellion. It's actually pretty organized. Like your character stats actually matter in the subsystem. Like in
Pretty
this
good
system,
run-up.
it's only what's the name of it? You only really do charisma and the number of fleets and just sell. In that system, like I'm the sentry, so I add my wisdom to security roles, I add my con to loyalty roles and stuff like that, and it's actually pretty cool.
Hmm. Well, I want to try something really different with my next character. I don't know what
I don't know
yet.
that you can get more different than Rage Prophet. That's a pretty unique class.
You know, and
It's like the anti-Magus.
the internet hates it. I mean, they absolutely
I love
hate
it.
it. It's all trash talk, but it worked well.
Yeah, it's
I
really
like
good.
Rage Poppet because it's mostly fluff. It's all what you put into it, and that makes it a decent character.
Yeah.
It's like you
Well,
put your heart into it.
A lot of the stuff from Rage Prophet I never even use. Like, you're supposed to get your guidance bonus to the first
Yeah, but
roll.
mostly it's about having like a backup divine caster.
Yeah,
You can do some
yeah.
oracle-y stuff, but more importantly, you still have like almost full barbarian power.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Oracle.
it doesn't seem to dent the barbarian power too much. You lose some of the high level top end barbarian abilities, which are fantastic. But you know, being
Well,
able
when
to
you have a
swift action
13th
to
level
heal.
bard backing you, it's
Oh,
like, the bab that miss and the damage hit, it's like,
I don't care.
Yeah,
That
just having
fucking AOE stun was crippling, by the way. That was
yeah, being able to buff the party, stun somebody, and cast a spell all in the same down round was insane. Not to mention +6/+6. Good lord, where in the hell else can you get
Three-
+6/+6 stacking damage?
That was the top of what bards can do. That was a
Yeah.
maxed out bard right there.
That was insane. I've never seen a bard build like that, Adam, and it was freaking crazy, man. I think everybody's characters were absolutely awesome. You guys did a really, really super job of optimizing characters, as evidenced by Arthur's pain in every single combat.
I have to work. With Arcane Trickster, you have to maximize, or you're not going to be good at anything. You got to work hard for those tricks.
I still never managed to find occasions to be able to use suggestion or triggered suggestion, and my accursed glare never worked.
Fuck accursed glare. I fucking hate disadvantage roll bullshit.
Suggestion and stuff like that really worked tons better on the roleplay side.
You hate disadvantage roll bullshit like that, and yet we're gonna start up. You're gonna start
right, but that's
5/8.
once. Like you might have disadvantage when you're on the ground, being like attacking up at somebody. But in 5e, there's no ability that's like you have permanent disadvantage on every roll you make for the next 10 rounds, like there is in Pathfinder.
Oracles. Next Pathfinder character, I'm gonna make one level Oracle and then Witch. And just be like, Arthur, play with me.
I don't know. I saw
think
that.
I'm really
I just started drooling.
I think I'm really kind of done with Pathfinder, though. It's gotten. I mean, look at these combats. You know, it's got to the same point that 3.5 was, kind of towards the end of the Living Greyhawk days. There's so many splat books that were never balanced between the different books. You know, they didn't consider that when you add this new splat book, this other ability suddenly became, dumb and broken. Like I had a raging barbarian that was all about charge, and just if he had room to charge something, it just died. There was no. It didn't matter what it was or how big it was or how tough it was. It just died.
The new splat book for warriors, you can vow straight charge now. Yay! And use cleave. Yay! Some charging,
I had
cleaving, vow strike.
All the ridiculous stuff about Bull's, whatever that Bull's helmet and bounce and charge and overrun, and it was just dumb. So, I'm looking forward to something else, Arthur. Whatever you're gonna do, man.
So what's next on this channel? I don't know exactly when it'll start. My current clock is 3 weeks at the earliest. Sid Alpha, aka Marcus, is signed on for that, and I also have Tuxedomus, who you might have seen on a couple streams. I'm working on 2 more secret members who I can't reveal because they've asked not to give their names while they're still figuring out their availability. And it's going to be a 5e Kingmaker game.
Are they working out their availability, or are they in witness protection?
Yeah, that's definitely the first one.
Oh yeah, by the way, what's the point, Bill? If I can make my NPC and send it to you.
Jesus, it's an array. It's 5e. It's all array.
I don't know what array means.
Array means they give you like 6 numbers and you plug them into
we're doing
stat
that.
you want.
Cool. Don't worry, Arthur. You'll have my NPC by the.
Jesus, I love how you think that you're somehow gonna get into this game. It's all broadcasters, man.
Hey, you keep saying this.
You start twitching and we'll talk.
You know what?
Yeah, I don't even know how I managed to get in.
Arthur, I'm gonna start twitching Hearthstone.
You start twitching Hearthstone, we'll talk, buddy.
You know
We'll
what?
talk.
Just because I'll be like playing one week. Hey guys, I'm only doing this game if I can play with Arthur, my friend,
Yeah,
because he shuns me. He's
sure.
shaming me.
Yeah, that's how you tell all your friends. I'm only playing Hearthstone right now, just for like 1 hour, just so that I can get on Arthur's show. That works for me because then all your viewers are gonna be like, "Who's Arthur? And why is his show so cool?"
Okay, I had to get me some editing program. My computer's actually strong enough for that now. See me show up once a week.
So yeah, it's gonna be using the Pathfinder kingdom building rules, and it's gonna be a campaign about sending a group of adventurers to an area to defend that particular area and build it up into like a fortress town, protect the world.
So is King Builder kind of like Birthright?
I don't know what that is, but kingdom building is on the SRD. You can just type in kingdom.
Okay. Birthright was I think, a second edition thing where you played characters, but you were in charge of part of a realm.
Yep,
And
that's
you would
exactly
do
like
missions where you'd actually do like dungeoneering or overland stuff or whatever, but the rest of the time you were actually running
Yep.
City or guild or whatever you want to do.
So we're intending to include a lot of audience content in there, where people can submit things that they want to see added to the. So I'm not gonna like have a whole world pre-built. People have already submitted me stuff like druids who are part of the terrorist organization Order of the Grove, who try to like balance nature out by riding their animal companions into combat and like plaguing people and like keeping the cities in check with the forest. That's things that the audience has come up with. Someone is currently physically drawing out an entire fucking cathedral town dedicated to the dwarven god of greed, who he's going to make up. And then we have a whole town and an actual god to add to the pantheons. That I didn't make.
That's awesome.
So we're
That's
going to let
crazy.
the audience do that. And then during chat, sometimes the audience just is like, yeah, I want to be this cool stuff. They like join in and be characters. So we're probably going to let people hop on Discord during the week and like role play out those particular characters. And I'm strongly considering, if it gets popular enough, maybe opening it up so that people like Dom. Oh, Dom took his headset off. All right, cool. I'm going to say this so Dom won't be able to hear it.
Yeah.
I was going to open it up so people like Dom and other viewers that have created characters, if it's popular enough, on other nights, or if there was like a holiday or someone couldn't make it, we'd be able to be like, okay, we're going to do a one-shot with like these 4 viewers.
Yes.
With their characters that they've made and have been talking about.
Nice.
Making me a ranger cleric.
We also have music that's being written specifically for the campaign and an
Really?
animated intro.
That's awesome. I was wondering if you guys.
All out on this one.
I was wondering if you had any
Full-on
musical
production.
talent in your.
I have
viewership.
0 musical talent, but fortunately, I know lots of people who are good at stuff and are much better at me than everything. Jesus, damn it, Tice! I forgot about your hero reading. Fucking. Oh man, I still have to do that. That deck of cards is still sitting at my table place with the fucking coatl on the top of it. All right, that's it. This is the end of Shackles. Let's say goodbye for the last time, and let's say goodbye to Adam here, because I think this is going to be my last campaign with him for a very long time.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
enjoy having a kid, buddy. Another
Thank
one.
you.
'Cause I know you have one already.
It's awesome and terrible at the same time. But when I wake up every morning, I smile. So I think that's a good thing.
Excellent.
Wow, sounds like that song. When I close my eyes, ayo, ayo, ayo.
Age 0 to 3 is just it's a rough, busy time. But that's where they soak up your life essence, which is also a good thing.
Okay. And Dom is singing Bastille, so that's a good way to go out. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thanks a ton for
Night.
watching.